Hey guys, it's me, Crouton, here recording I guess the first this type of video that I'm thinking that I'm gonna make. In this video I'm gonna be going for the last piece of the Soulreaper axe that I need. I am currently 3 out of 4, obviously. I'm stuck at Leviathan. I'm gonna go ahead and type the KC here. Nothing too crazy, 1855. I think that's like 2.5 times rate, somewhere about there. And yeah, I've done this KC aside from, I think I was at 500 KC before I started. That was on May 18th. Today is May 27th. I'm not sure when leagues ends. I want to say it's like the latter half of June, but my goal is to hopefully be done by the time that I'm able to get that Soulreaper axe recolor. Um, but yeah, it's been a little rough going. I think I'm meant to have somewhere around like 15. Well, let's see, it's 1 in 96, so I guess I should have over 18 uniques, and I have 9. I actually just got my 10th today, chromium ingot. I guess yeah, I may as well show the log. So in this from Leviathan, I got 1 Virtus rope top. I do have the Venator vestige, and then I have 2 more rolls towards the next vestige, and I've gotten 4 ingots. So just kind of think about that, when you look at all the other DT2 boss KCs that I've done, which none of them are too crazy. I think I went under rate for uniques at all of them, but I got the Soulreaper Axe piece right at about the rate for all of them, except for Vardorvis. I did Spoon Vardorvis, which is a bit unlucky. That was the one that I was actually wanting to maybe go dry at so that I could get the Ultor on the way there. I was also hoping to get the Bellator vestige on the way to the staff so that I could use the Bellator ring at Vard once I got there. But also, I only actually even got 1 Bellator roll. And then Vardorvis, I was toying with the idea of just, saying, whatever, we don't need a Soulreaper axe. Let's just go for Ultor. And I go there. I've gotten 2 uniques in this 337 KC, both of them being the axe head. I said, that's a sign. Let's go finish this axe. And, you see the result of that. I'm just a little bit dry at Leviathan. Pretty standard setup. I am on a group Ironman. So I got Amethyst darts in the blowpipe. I'm generally only using that for the enrage phase. You see I also have this rosewood blowpipe. That I'm essentially trying to RNG my way to the GM time since we don't have ZCB. I do have an armadillo crossbow, and I could try that, but it just kind of burns through dragon bolt. So I was just hoping to, test my luck. I've gone close a couple times, but realized it a bit too late. My game mate, you can see I don't have anywhere near the sailing level for that. My game mate is actually the one that crafted me this rosewood blowpipe. So shout out Brutal. I would say his name, but it's right here. And essentially my goal, or what I'm thinking, is just anytime that I see that I'm on a pacer, bust out the rosewood blowpipe just for the enrage phase, and I think like 3 specs it should be dead. So anyways, yeah, I have no clue how long this video is going to be. I'm hoping that in the next clip I have the unique, but obviously there's no way of knowing. Like I said, I'm due 8 or 9 uniques in my KC. And so all of that comes out in the wash. It should even out over time, and just got to stay here long enough. The only way to get the drop is to kill the boss. So thank you for, clicking on the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah, we'll get into some clips. All right, here I'm just going to walk you through what a typical kill looks like. One thing you may notice, and I'll give you 3, 2, 1 to figure it out. Leviathan is see-through. I do have, so right now I'm playing on the computer at my desk, but I do also have a laptop set out in the living room, and sometimes when I'm out there with the family, I'll get the kill on Leviathan. And I have a nearly 2-year-old son, and one time I was attacking Leviathan, and he was like, when? So I think that it might have scared him. And that same day, I actually was watching JCW stream, and he was talking about the X-ray plugin for Sodaseg at Talk. I was like, holy crap. I'm going to try that and see if I the sun doesn't get scared anymore. And now he doesn't. Now what he does is he looks at the color of the orbs that Leviathan's spitting out and says the color. So that's pretty cute. Anyways, this right here is about when I'm gonna stun. I can't, you know, at times go one further without dying, but just to be safe, I normally eat up. Blowpipe spec. That time it did heal. There is some weird thing going on with the blowpipe spec in Leviathan. That anytime we have like a guaranteed hit, so back shots in rage phase, and you actually like don't get healed majority of the time. So that is odd and it is a bit annoying. I feel like my trips could be a tad bit longer if it was guaranteed to heal. I looked into it. I saw Reddit posts from over 2 years ago that were describing the blowpipe, so I'm starting to think that it may have been a feature more than a bug. Regardless, I always do one special, and then I come over to these more tiles that I have. And get the boss to sub 180, which is right there. One more time, eat as I run. And this is where we blow pipe. And if it was a heater, which it is most definitely not, this is when I would be those with blow pipe spec. And there you go. It's dead. 207 looks like. The dragon bolts. You see we already got Aether Catalyst, so it's already a pretty good trip so far. But yeah, that's about, just so you have an idea, 2 minutes thereabouts. Fastest kill was 112. 1,858 kills, 1,300 of that being about a week. So definitely putting in some pain, but yeah, hopefully the drop comes soon.
The collection
no fucking way! Yes! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes, bro! Please get me the fuck out of here! Ah! Yes! Oh my god! Well, yeah, I guess that's the video right there. You guys saw the KCs that we got it in. It was, I think, relatively pretty spooned overall. And I've said it multiple times that the places that I really didn't want to go dry was mostly Whisper. So getting Whisper under rate, Duke just barely above rate, Bardorvis, crazy spoon. And then Leviathan, yeah. Sorry for the cringe reaction, but man, that felt good. So next up, I'm gonna be going to Vardorvis so that we can fill in this ring slot, and yeah, we'll see where we go from there. But I'm glad that I recorded this video. I'm glad that it happened the way that it did, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.